Well, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me for your 1 p.m. news and weather update. I'm Bailey Bachover. We're getting near the hottest time of the day, and man, does it feel warm out there. We'll take a look at what we can expect for this afternoon forecast and into the evening hours for tonight, and even what your weekend is going to be feeling like. Maybe one of the days you can get out to the beach. We'll check in with Dustin in just a minute. But first, we begin with a Lenoir County woman who's in jail without bond after Lenoir County deputies arrested her on multiple drug charges yesterday. Virginia Standstill was arrested at a home on Parker Fork Road south of Kinston. The 44-year-old woman has been charged with sell, deliver, Schedule II controlled substance, possession with intent to manufacture, sell, deliver Schedule II controlled substance, 2 counts of selling methamphetamine, 2 counts of delivering methamphetamine, 2 counts of possession with intent to manufacture, sell, and deliver methamphetamine, and 2 counts of possession of methamphetamine. Because Standstill was out on bond at the time of other charges, she was not given a bond on the new offenses, according to deputies. And a teenager has died after troopers say he was walking along a highway in Currituck County early Thursday. Troopers say 18-year-old Shaylee Bacher of Moyock died at the scene of the crash. It happened around 12:15 a.m. on Highway 168 near Commerce Road. The Highway Patrol says an SUV heading south struck the teenager who was walking in the southbound lane. Troopers do not expect to bring charges against the driver. Well, now let's take a look at our forecast with forecaster Dustin Staples to see just how hot it is going to get out there.
We continue to track the heat for the rest of the afternoon and going into the weekend. It's going to be pretty sizzling out there, so be careful as you're making plans to be outside here over the course of the next couple of days. Of course, your heat risk map here showcases most of the country here, including us here in ENC. We're going to be in that minor to medium risk for today. Tomorrow, we're going to continue to see that minor to medium risk pick up again as we go towards later Sunday, though. A lot of us in that major risk, so get ready for some intense heat moving in. Of course, we'll have much more coming up later on our newscast beginning at 3 o'clock. Of course, Chief Meteorologist Zach Carter will keep you company and keep you informed on all that. For the rest of the evening, though, again, a stray shower to our southern counties, and that's about it here for the most of us here. We'll go quiet all around. Some clouds filter on in, and that's about it. Maybe some sunny breaks in between. Start the day out. The humidity is also going to be a lot more friendlier like it was today, but by the evening hours, that begins to change because we started to see some of those increasing clouds move in, maybe a few pop and go showers. They're very isolated out there as well, but then we'll go quiet going into Saturday evening. Sunday morning will start off pretty warm and muggy, waking up in the 70s and near 80 for some of you. That's just the beginning of it. So there's a lot more hot days coming our way. Not much rain expected here as we go towards today. You kind of can see it's confined to our southern counties here. Earlier on, you saw some of the model data was showcasing some showers north. Most that's beginning to trend further south as we go towards later on to this weekend. So keep your plans to stay hydrated. Go find a pool or something to keep yourself safe. Water, of course, wear light, loose fit clothing. Of course, you can make sure you keep yourself intact, and also make sure to take breaks, find shade. If you're working outdoors, find some sources of water. Again, to just limit yourself to outdoors. Don't overexert your body in this type of heat. Unfortunately, the winds are not going to cool us off as much, though. You see they're about 5 or less, even 3 or less miles. Maybe some breezes back towards the coastline. That's going to be about it, though. Unfortunately, though, where the humidity is really going to be hanging on tight once again as we go towards next week. One back of that tropical rain. You kind of see a little dip here. That may feel nice for a second or two. Unfortunately, it is not moving any much. Now, the summer sizzle continues on once again as we head into the start of next week. An area of high pressure, pretty much a building block of ridge that's building in for most of us right now. That will continue to stay overhead of us here until we get this out of here. There's really no change in our forecast. We like to call this the ring of fire because everything's going up and around us here for the next several weeks to come. So even going to late month here, even into July, things begin to take apart as well. Of course, the first alert calendar, a lot of things happening here in between. We've highlighted multiple days next week for first alert weather days. Of course, the heat will continue going into next week here. Of course, the following weekend after that is the 4th of July. So if you've got any festivities scheduled for that time, keep checking back for updates. We'll be here with you as we do so as well. A stray shower chance tonight, tomorrow as well. Most will stay dry. It's the heat index. This is really what gets us here between 110 and about 105. The only better chance of rain we may see maybe Wednesday. Other than that, that doesn't look as much either, and possibly going to next weekend. Boy, oh boy, those heat continues on. Those overnight lows hold down in the 70s.
Well, it's important to take caution every day. It gets warm out there, but especially on those first alert weather days. Make sure you download the WITN First Alert Weather app to stay up to date every minute whenever you want to look at what's going on out there. It'll be right at the touch of your fingertips. But for now, that's all the time that we have for this hour. You can join us back here at 2 o'clock for more news and weather updates. But for now, we hope you have a great rest of your day and stay safe out there.